graders. Welcome to week 6 of our computer learning, and I'm happy to be talking to you today. You're going to need something to write with and something to write on, so if you don't have that, go ahead and put this on pause and grab that. And we're going to get started today with a review of sounds that we've worked on during our computer learning time, okay? So grab whatever you're writing on, and I want you to write down the 2 ways that we've learned to make the ooh sound. Write those on your board. And at any time, if you're not finished yet with your writing and I'm moving on, just go ahead and pause, hit the pause button until you're ready, and then turn it back on. Okay, so hopefully you came up with O-O, like in the word pool, making that ooh sound, and E-W, making the word ooh, like in chew. Okay? All right, go ahead and erase or move down your page and give me the 2 ways we've worked on to make the oi sound. When you hear oi in a word, what 2 ways have we learned to make that sound? Okay, and hopefully on your page you had oi, like in the word coil, and oy, like in the word boy. Okay, erase or move down your page. And write down the 2 ways that we make the aw sound. And remember from our secret stories, those are the letters that are inside the heart, and they say aw. What 2 ways have we learned to make that sound? Okay. Hopefully you put AW like in crawl and AU like in the word haul. Right? Now, last week with Miss T, you worked on the ow sound. So go ahead and write the way that you worked on to make ow. There's more than one way, but write the one that you worked on last week. And hopefully you wrote down OU, like in the word out or shout. Now you could have, you can use OW to make the ow sound, like in the word cow, right? We just didn't, that's not what we worked on, that's not what we focused on last week. Okay. 2 suffixes I want to review. The first one, shun. When you hear the suffix shun, what is making that sound? Go ahead and write that suffix down on your board. And hopefully you came up with T-I-O-N, shun. Okay? And the next suffix, can you write down able? Remember when that's a word all by itself, we pronounce it able, it's spelled the same way. But when we're using it as a suffix, like in comfortable, it's able. Okay, go ahead and write it down. Sounds like there's a U in it, but there's not. A-B-L-E. Okay. All right, this week, what we're going to be reviewing, because you've already done these in your class, but we're reviewing it in our, in our reading time. So we're working on words that have 2 consonants that work together to make one sound, okay? So, for instance, words that have K-N, and you only hear the N, you only hear the N. When K-N, when those 2 letters are together, you only hear the N sound, like in the word know. So I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. K-N, but you only hear the N. All right, another one we're going to work on, PH. This one's really tricky because when PH is together, it makes the F sound, F sound, like in the word phone. And, we also see this in elephant. Just another curveball we get thrown, okay? We're looking at QU. We're very familiar with this one. QU, when QU, those 2 letters are together, you just hear the Q, right? Like in the word quiet, just hear the qua. And WR, we only hear the R making the R sound, like in the word ring. This isn't the type that goes on your finger. This is ring, like wring out a rag. Or the word wren. A wren is a small bird. So you have that WR just making the R sound. Okay? So, KN says N. PH says f. QU says qua. WR says r. And we're going to work on one prefix and one suffix this week. Okay, the prefix COM. This is interesting. So we're going to just call this prefix com. Okay, so when we see it, that's what it sounds like. Sometimes it does say com, and sometimes it's going to say come. So this prefix means with and together. Okay, so if you have the word complete, this prefix is saying come, complete. That's how we pronounce it. But in a word like combination, we have the same prefix and it's saying com. There is a reason, there is a rule for how you know which one to say. It depends if the prefix is the part of the word that's emphasized. So when you have a word that's multiple syllables, there's always one syllable that gets the emphasis, that we say it's like a little bit louder. So in the word complete, the prefix is emphasized, so it's come, complete. That's why we say come there. But in the word combination, it's this A that gets emphasized, not the prefix. When the prefix isn't emphasized, we say com. What you can just remember is try both of them, try both sounds, and see which one makes a word that you know, okay? And the suffix we're going to work on this week is LE. Okay, so remember a suffix comes at the end of a word. When you see LE at the end of the word, it's just going to say oh. Like in the word, boy, that was bad writing on that whiteboard, but that says middle. And we see that LE and we just say oh, middle. And this suffix is used to form adjectives. Okay, so when we hear that little sound, the suffix is LE. All right, let's get ready for our spelling test. We're going to do 8 practice words, and then we're going to write a sentence. We'll check the words. If you get it wrong, draw a line through it, write it correctly so that your brain gets a chance to see it correctly, and then just erase it and move on. Okay, here we go. So the first word we're going to do is the word know. I know what I'm having for dinner. Go ahead and write the word. Oh, better pound it out first. Write the word, or pound out the word know. Ready? No. One syllable. What sounds do we hear in no? N-O. Go ahead and write it. Remember, this is not the N-O, no. It's a different no. What kind of knowledge do you have? And as always, if you're not ready to move on when I am, just hit pause. Okay? So the word no. K-N, that's making the N sound, and O-W. So we just talked a few minutes ago about how O-W can say ow, O-W can also say O, right? If you didn't spell no, K-N-O-W, draw a line through it, write it correctly, okay? Next word, let's write the word write. I will write on my paper. Forgot to pound it out and count the sounds, so hopefully you did that on your own. And here we go. The word write, the WR is making the R sound, and then we have the word part ite, and we're using that silent E on the end to make that vowel say its name. Okay, next word, compound word, we're going to write the word shipwreck. So let's go ahead and pound that out. Ready? Shipwreck. Okay, first part, ship-wreck. Shipwreck. Go ahead and write that word. Okay, when you've got it down, let's take a look at it. Ship S-H-I-P. And then for the rec part, we've got that W-R making that R sound. And it's a C-K at the end, making K. And hopefully we got this vowel sound right, that we use the letter E, right? Shipwreck. We didn't get it right, draw the line through it, write it correctly so you've got a chance to see it written on your page correctly.